Hi everyone, Annette Kessler here with a new video tutorial, and today I'm going to show you how to make faux leather paper from toilet paper rolls. So what you're going to need are toilet paper rolls, of course, something to flatten them under, and some glycerin with water. So we're going to get to that in a minute. So I'm starting with flattening my toilet paper rolls. Simply flatten them with your hand to start with, and then put them under something heavy or inside a book for a few hours just to make sure that they're completely flat. To save time, I'm just going to run them through my die cutting machine just with no die. Just the sheer pressure of the machine is going to flatten them completely. And if you don't have a die cutting machine, like I said, put them under something heavy and flat for a few hours, a few minutes. Just make sure they're flat. So next, what we're going to do is use some water and glycerin inside a spritzer bottle. Now, a lot of people are asking me, how much glycerin do I need to add? Well, very little. For this amount of water, I would say maybe a spoon full. And you use a regular glycerin that you buy in the pharmacy. It comes in a bottle, and basically for this amount of water up to here is enough glycerin for a half a bottle of spritzer. So what we need to do is spritz the toilet paper rolls with the mixture of glycerin and water, and what we're doing is basically breaking the fibers of the paper. So we need to spritz the toilet paper rolls until they are completely wet. So just spritz them and press the water against the toilet paper rolls so they will absorb the water, and then repeat that until they're completely wet. It might take a few spritz because you need to do it in steps, and just keep on doing this until you feel they're completely wet. They will become very flexible and wet. You're going to feel it with your hands. So just keep spritzing, and then once they're wet, what we're going to do is start crumbling them. That will further break the paper fibers and give the toilet paper rolls that look of leather. You know, leather has a kind of a texture to it, and the water with the glycerin and the crumbling of the toilet paper rolls will give them that leathery look that we're looking for. So just crumble them and open them a few times until you're happy with how they look. I'm going to show you up close, and you're going to see that it really looks like leather even at this point. But I want to take it a step further, and for some of my toilet paper rolls I'm going to add a pattern with my die cutting machine and an embossing folder. So I'm going to create a raised pattern on some of my toilet paper rolls, so it will be a little bit more interesting. You can skip this part if you don't have a die cutting machine, of course. It's not necessary. Your toilet paper rolls will still look like faux leather even if you don't do this part. And once all your toilet paper rolls are ready, then you can make them into a mini album, or you can do this technique with other papers and make cards, scrapbook pages, art journals, junk journals, whatever you want. And at the end of the video, I'm going to add a link to a mini album I made with these toilet paper rolls. So next we're going to add some color with distress ink. So we're going to blend our distress inks with a sponge. Our purpose is to layer the inks one on top of the other and create a very complex color that will look like real leather. So we need a few colors. I'm using black, brown, and a little bit of orange, and I'm using the sponge to spread the inks around and create layers of color that will eventually give me that look of leather. and you see how the pattern works with the distress ink. So I want to remind everyone to please subscribe to my channel and click on the little bell icon to be notified when I upload a new video so you won't miss anything. So just keep on adding layers of distress ink to the toilet paper rolls to reach that leather color that we want. And in case you're wondering what you can do with them, you can make scrapbook pages, cards, art journal, junk journals, mini albums. I'm going to add a link at the end of the video to a mini album that I made with faux leather toilet paper rolls like these. So when you finish adding your distress inks, just ink the edges with a little bit of black ink, and then make sure they're completely dry and cover them with gel medium so they'll have a shiny effect like leather. And also we're going to seal them so the distress ink will not smear or smudge. So I hope you like this video. I want to thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Just hang on to see how they turned out at the end. Look pretty, right? I'll see you next time.